Welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. See by the title below, yes, this is on episode 12 of Katsugeki Touken Ranbu. And yes, I know, sorry that this is several days late. It's just been a pretty busy week for me. I know I keep saying that, but honestly, school is being a lot more, like, how should I say, it's a lot more harder to handle than I thought for this semester with how many anime I have currently to review. But here it is, finally we get to watch episode 12, the second to the last episode. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say, first off, straight off the back, the beginning of the episode was pretty anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I assumed it wasn't going to be him killing, Horikawa. There was no way that Izumi no Kami was going to do it, but still, I don't know. It just ended pretty, like, with how much hype and how crazy and the ending was in the last episode. It honestly, like, it just starts off with like, ah, and he just slashes the ground right next to him, gets him a little cut on the cheek and everything. But I guess I don't know what I expected much, considering I knew that he wasn't going to kill him, but still, just how much craziness, how crazy and epic it looked like it was going to be from the last episode, that kind of huge cliffhanger. I kind of expected a little bit more, but overall this was a good build-up episode. Definitely did a good job at hyping up what's going to be happening in the next episode. Once again, another crazy cliffhanger with of course Horikawa and Izumi no Kami. But overall, I like this episode. I love the way it built up the suspense and drama from the very beginning. Izumi no Kami still can't believe that Horikawa actually left. Their master arrives as well and kind of starts talking to him. And you gotta get a little bit more insight on how Izumi no Kami feels about how they have been protecting history. He doesn't really feel it's protecting history since so many people still do die. And I love the way that their master did come down, because before this point, I mean, sure, it showed every once in a while and he did care for them, it seemed like, but it just shows a lot more like the master isn't just like sending them off on these missions to do this and that without really caring about their well-being and everything. You see that he actually does care, and he actually went down there. Instead of sending like help or someone else, he actually went down there. So I give it to him. That was pretty awesome. I like that about the master and everything. And he was right on board with, still, as long as they can, protect their, what he thinks the history has to be like and everything from the Retrograde Army. He's fine with them, trying to protect as much people as possible, because he wants that as well, kind of thing, So it was cool to see those, finally, Izumi no Kami kind of his, not having to just force this ideal on himself, considering, yes, he wants to follow his new master. Yes, he still wants to. He believes that he has to continue that way and everything, the way of the warrior, just like Hijikata and everything. But at least now he can actually, try and protect as much people as possible. Because before it was more of, it's all about the mission. If there's a chance you can protect all these people, it doesn't matter if the mission can be jeopardized and everything, but now you can see that the master is allowing more of that and everything, and he's like agreeing with it. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully they can convince Horikawa, as you saw at the very beginning. I mean, at the beginning, but the very end, with him actually taking the place of that one guy that actually takes, Izumi no Kami's sword later on. So he is super serious about trying to change Hijikata. I don't know how that's going to work, considering there's no way they can escape. Is he going to make him surrender or something? The final battle is going to happen right there and then. I'm actually kind of confused actually as to, because they have like, the Imperial Army all around there, literally on their doorstep. How the hell, in the original story and everything, the original history, how did that guy get, Izumi no Kami, the sword and everything from Hijikata, and get out of there? Because it looked like they were completely surrounded pretty much, So I don't really understand that, too much. But honestly, the second half, that was the part that got pretty damn hyped up. We got build up into that part, and the action of the second half, as always, the action with Ufotable is always on point. It always looks beautiful as well. And, with the action and the build up, it's still a build up episode, obviously, but having that crazy action in there with the first unit coming in, because honestly, I didn't get to say this before, since, those were part of the episodes that I did skip. But I kind of wanted to learn more about the first unit. And this is another question I have for everyone who has played the game. I'm pretty sure it's not a spoiler at all. But how many different units are there? Because obviously the second unit just got established in the beginning of this anime. and the first unit was always already there. But I'm pretty sure that there's, you know, a third unit and so on, right? Because that's not all. And then it gets me wondering when their master, Sanioa, I forget how you say his name, but when he, you know, obviously he can't stay there forever. He has to go back, or he's gonna, it's hurting him obviously to stay in that time zone for too long, the time period for too long. And he's able, you saw him, he was able to summon, you know, the first unit there. Why can't he just, you know, since now that they saw that there's going to be a damn 1,000, you know, of the, you know, army, 1,000 strong from the Retrograde army, can he just send all the units, every single possible person there to fight? Because I don't know how they're going to be able to take that down. Yes, the first unit is pretty damn, you know, badass. And I got to say that Yambangiri, I think that's how you say his name, the guy with the blonde guy with the, you know, white cloak and everything. I really like his character. I like the character design, and I just love the mystery, you know, the mysterious kind of tone behind him. I want to learn more about his character, honestly. That's why it kind of sucks that it was cool to see that they did have a little focus on that, you know, that one arc and everything with, you know, the first unit fighting and everything. But I don't know, I kind of want to see more. And this episode had the chance to be able to have like the first unit and the second unit kind of combined and, you know, showing them fighting together, but they didn't really end up getting that, as it kind of just cut out of those, you know, those moments and everything. And then it showed them fighting, and then of course Mutsu no Kami and Izumi no Kami ended up leaving to go and, you know, complete their mission. Maybe this was gonna, you know, what's gonna happen in the next one. I'm pretty sure that the first unit along with Mutsu no Kami is not good enough. I kind of am getting some, you know, like, I don't know, I kind of think that Mutsu no Kami might die. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm kind of getting that feeling, honestly. I'm not too sure if the rest of them, you know, the rest of the second unit is going to come along as well. That's what I'm predicting. Like, they're suddenly be able, the master can send them at least, maybe not everyone, but can send the rest of the second unit, and you have the full first, you know, unit and the second unit fighting together against 1,000 strong army. That's going to be a pretty badass episode for sure. I know it's going to be pretty badass. So definitely excited for that. Horikawa, please do not fuck everything up, because as you saw at the very end, he is with Hijikata. I do not know what the hell his plan is. How is he going to stop Hijikata from, you know, doing what he's supposed to do and ending up dying on the battlefield? And what is he going to do with Izumi no Kami, as, you know, he's, you know, the sword, I mean, not him, because he's supposed to go off on a mission to take that away also, you know, send that back to that his village and everything. I wonder how he's going to try and change history without, you know, breaking history, because he still wants to save history. He said that before. So I don't really know how Horikawa is going to be able to do both. It kind of conflicts with each other. It's very hypocritical. So it should be interesting to see how that, you know, how well that does end up working out. And will Izumi no Kami do anything? That's another thing. He's there. He's surprised that Horikawa is there, but he can't just, you know, walk out into there and say, Horikawa, get out of there. What are you doing? Kind of thing. You know, he can't stop that, because, you know, what the hell is Hijikata going to do? He might end up trying to fight him. And I don't know. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but I'm definitely excited to see how the next episode will go, how the final episode will go. I know that there are some people in the forums that were kind of disappointed in the way that some of these, you know, how it's been going and everything with how the game should be. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with how Tales of Zestiria The Cross ended up going as well. But overall, from an anime watcher only point of view, I am enjoying it. I saw the, you know, bad points of Tales of Zestiria. I see the bad points, some bad points that people are talking about of, you know, Katsugeki, Touken Ranbu, but I still do see a lot of good points, and as an anime watcher only, I'm still enjoying it and I'm still satisfied. So hopefully we do get a pretty damn awesome, epic last episode. Maybe the possibility of a second season. That's always possible. That would be pretty cool. I would not mind that, honestly. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, feel like, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear how you guys thought. What did you guys think about this episode? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Feel free to comment below. You know, whatever you guys want to talk about, good, bad. If you guys want to say how you felt this episode is in terms, you know, that is a big question I want to ask you guys. For anyone who has made, you know, played the game and everything, how is the anime, you you know, going up against the, is it a good adaptation or is it a bad adaptation of the game. No spoilers, obviously, like saying like this is supposed to happen like this and it's supposed to happen like this, but I want to know how true is the anime going by the game standards and everything, because it's always an interesting thing to think about when I, you know, as an anime watcher only, I don't really know how that other point of view is. So it's always interesting to see how people think that, you know, for an anime watcher only, the anime is okay. But for maybe for a game, you know, person who play the game, it's completely a different thing and they don't like it. So I want to hear what you guys thought about that. Game people who have played the game and anime watchers only, feel free to comment below your thoughts below. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.